Myanmar, Liberia, USA. Otherwise, there's no inches. No, 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 there's no inches. No Inches DIY. Welcome to No Inches DIY. Today, we're going to start day 6 of the container project. Just got to put these 3 sheets on the side. One of them's complicated because the hinges are in the way. So I'm going to do the 2 easy ones first. Then I'm going to have to rig something up to do the top. But I've got everything set up right. So I can flip this on over, tape it, lift it. Should be straight in business. Today I'm wearing gloves. Got myself a little scratch from the sheet metal yesterday. Don't want to do that twice. Alright, got the tape ready, let's do it. Alright, the last vertical sheet. This one's going to be tricky because I've got to notch the sheet around those hinges and I've got no idea where they are. So what I'm going to attempt to do, I'll just notch the corners of this board. I'll leave it in place. I'll put the sheet on and I'll slide it in so I can get a spot where those hinges are, and then I can do a little trim and then I'll slide it that way. That's my plan. So I'll just have to take the corners off. And this is why I left it to last. I didn't want Alright, it wasn't easy, but I've got all 3 sheets up. That last one was really hard, and that was the only sheet where I put a dent in it. I was a bit surprised. When I took the ply off, there was a dent. Don't know how I did it, but it was very hard to get in, so I'm not surprised. Alright, so I've wiped underneath all of them. Now I'm just going to go through and glue them all. I've got all the wall sheets up now. The next challenge is going to be getting the sheets onto the roof. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to use my sheet of form ply as a bit of a boat. I'm going to get all these polished up, white side up, put them on the form ply, slide the whole lot up into the middle there, and then I'll just be able to slide them off, glue them, slide them off, glue them. That's the plan. Let's see if it works. So I've got that sheet up on the roof. I just got it in place, glued it up from underneath. I've pushed it into the glue and put some timber on top of it just to weigh it down a bit. Now I'm just going to bash some screws in it, make it safe. The last sheet is this one in the middle that's currently got the ply underneath it. What I'm going to do is move the ply that way, move the sheet this way. Should be a very simple operation. I've just got some pieces of tape up there to hold it, so I should be able to stab these with the screwdriver, get them out. It should all move, and I should have this finished today. Oh, my last thing of clear silicone ran out right at the right point, right with about 1/2 mil to go. So those are all sealed in place. I'm just going to go in there and put some screws in. I lifted this sheet of ply up just to keep the sheets of sheet metal straight when I lifted them up, and as it turns out, it's a really good way to reach the middle of the sheet to screw them up. This is the first floorboard going in. It actually looks like a real container from the inside, minus the embossed sheets. I've got these plies. I was going to use form ply, but it was a bit expensive. So I've got this other ply. Props.
To add my gaming.
Props to Jack, who just arrived for the last 3.5 lifts. So I was so lucky I was able to get the roof sheets up just before it got really windy, which is the way in this suburb. Now I've just left myself with a little bit extra to fix this gate up, but that's all right. So a very successful project. Stay tuned for the next one.